my name is Terry Swears. It's my pleasure today to introduce you to a few of the new features and changes in Atrex 20. The first thing you'll notice in Atrex 20 is that we've moved to the Segoe UI font. This font's easier to read and makes it easier to differentiate between similar looking characters. The stock code information window brings us to our next feature, the move from a separate category and subcategory field to a category tree. For this product, the category that I want to use doesn't exist, so I'll access the category maintenance using the new function menu in the upper left-hand corner. For this item, I want a USB hard drive category, so I'll click on Drives, click the Insert button, enter USB, and then click the check in the navigator to save it. As this is supposed to be under the hard drive category, I can actually move the entire category by dragging and dropping it to where I want it on the tree. Products can be assigned to categories by dragging and dropping as well. After making all of your category and product assignments, you can click the Close button and then use those changes you made immediately. So let's look at a different inventory item to show a couple other new features in Atrex 20. The first of which is in the Notes field. Once I've selected the Notes field and highlighted it, I can press Ctrl F to actually search the text of the current edit field. This works in stock codes, customers, vendors, and the pop-up selection windows for viewing notes on the selection lists. This search also works in the Notes fields of transactions. The next feature is the Tags field. As I start typing into the Tags field, it allows me to select from a list of tags that are already been predefined. And just like the categories, I can maintain the list of tags by using the function menu and then selecting Tag Maintenance. So you're probably asking yourself, why would I want to use tags? Tags are a way of grouping products together that may be otherwise unrelated. To show how you might use tags, let's start with customizing the stock code selection window. We right-click, select Window Customization, choose Grid Fields. Find the Tags column and drag it to the grid. You may want to resize the window a little bit, and then resize the columns to fit. Once you have the window the way you want it, right-click again, select Window Customization, and then save Window Settings. Having the Tags column visible makes it easier to filter and search for the tags that you've entered before. So this allows us to see all of the products that have the AM4 tag, regardless of which category they are in. This feature can be very powerful when creating transactions. For example, if a customer wanted to purchase a AMD AM4 compatible chip and motherboard, we can select both of those as part of the same transaction. Again, filtering on AM4 tag. Once the items are listed, I right-click, select Multi-Select, I highlight the chip and the motherboard that I want to sell. Click OK. From here, I confirm the quantity and price, and then I can continue on adding additional items as needed to finish the transaction. Let's take a look at the customer information window, as there's a few changes there as well. Just like the stock code information window we looked at before, some of the lookup maintenance functions have been moved to a menu in the upper left-hand corner. We've also added a field specifically for a company name and changed the way that you search for customers. When both a first name and last name are entered, these are combined into a single field lookup so that you can search beyond the last name and into the first name. If you enter a value into the company name field, that value will be used in the name field for searching. So when you are selling to a company, use the company field, and use the last name and first name fields when selling to individuals. Looking at the customer selection window, you can now see that the customer selection is done by the new combined name field. And just like the stock code selection window, this window can be customized to add the direct last name and company fields if needed. The Serialized Editing window has been reworked for both performance and usability. A column has been added to show the specific type of transaction that an item was sold on, along with the ability to mouse over the transaction number to see the transaction date and the customer that it was sold to. A similar mouse over is available for the RMA field. A new right-click option has been added to allow for safely toggling items in and out of inventory. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the new features of Atrex 20 as much as we do.